Hi again. Welcome to another live session with the Plyboard. These 2 weeks, we are talking all about taking the next step. If you've applied to a Canadian institution and are holding an offer of admission, right now is the time to take the next step. Today, we're in conversation with Centennial College to talk to you about what should be your next steps. If you're holding an offer from Centennial College or from another Canadian institution, please allow me to welcome our wonderful guests today.
Good evening, all.
Hi, Bipin. Hi, Charlene. Welcome to another Apply Board live session. Bipin, if you could please introduce yourself and your association to Centennial College, that would be wonderful.
Thanks, Shakshi. Yeah, as you know, my name is Bipin Nalinda. I'm the recruitment officer, team lead for South Asia region, and it has been a great journey with Centennial. It's been more than I can say 2.5 years, and it's been a sweet journey. And looking forward to connecting with you all. And thanks, Apply Board, to giving this opportunity to connect with all the students who got the offer letter. So you're already a part of the Centennial family now. Shalin, over to you.
Thank you, Bipin. Thank you, Sakshi. My name is Charlene. I'm a recruitment officer at Centennial. I take care of India region mostly. The connection with Centennial comes from back in 2007, where I was studying in Centennial. I am an alumni, so not just I'm supporting the Centennial recruitment activities in India, but I was a part of the college, part of the system, and know how things work there practically.
Wow,
Thank you.
wonderful. Thank you. It's a real pleasure to have you both here today. And Charlene, you being an alumni, and Bipin, you being with Centennial for so long, I'm sure we'll have lots of valuable gems to share with our recruitment partners and with our students today. I think before we kind of get into the questions about holding an offer letter, just for everyone's kind of information, if you want to tell us what is Centennial College and why should someone consider studying there?
So that's a very good question. Like, why Centennial College? So, if I want to start saying about Centennial College, we are the first public funded college in Ontario. We were formed in 1966. So, we are the pioneers when it comes to college. That's one. Where we are based, location plays a very vital role for a student to make a choice in terms of studying. So let's start from country wise. Canada. If you put a Google search, which is the most welcoming country, it's Canada. Which is the most favorite country for international students, it's Canada. Within Canada, if you want to see the location, which location? Toronto, which is the heart of Canada. And where we are based, our main campus is Scarborough, which is around 30 to 40 minutes drive from downtown Toronto, which is again a prime location for an average living cost. It's not as expensive as downtown, and a lot of job opportunities around the campus. Now, this is about the location and the college. Why Centennial? Again, we offer 160 plus program for international students. So that's something which students can look into. And, in terms of the quality, you can imagine we started with something like, say, 4 to 5 programs, and today we have 160 plus program. The strength of the college is 23,000 students, out of which 12,000 students are international. That means more than 50% of the students are international. So these are some of the small examples I can say to say why Centennial.
Wow, definitely. Centennial College does, I mean, the reputation obviously precedes you, but thank you for that information. In case someone did not know about the student body or about the number of programs, this is definitely very helpful. Kind of keeping in line with the theme that we are speaking about today, Bipin and Charlene, if a student is holding an offer of admission from Centennial College, what is like a very important thing for them to know right now?
A very important thing to know for the students who are holding the Centennial College offer letter is, we do not charge any application fee. So you can imagine that every intake we get like humongous kind of application. So many students are waitlisted even now who are eligible to apply for certain programs. So if they have an offer letter, congratulations, you are the students who have been chosen in the meritocracy list. So congratulations. Don't miss out the opportunity. Why I'm saying this is, it's very important that they reserve the seat, because we have more students waiting in queue. So the deadline for students to pay the deposit of 2650 Canadian dollar is within 2 weeks. Do not delay it. The reason is, if you delay it, then as you might have seen in the offer letter, as we are communicating, the offer letter will be revoked. That means you may not get an opportunity to apply again. And even if you apply again, you might be in the waitlisted list. So do not miss out the opportunity to reserve your seat by paying a deposit amount. And the second thing, once you deposit the amount, what else? Ensure that you apply for visa. Many students are waiting to see that once the campus resumes, then I will apply. I will otherwise defer. Understand that, at this moment, the entire world is moving on. We do not want students to wait until the campus resumes and, increase their education gap. So once you get the offer letter, pay the deposit, try to pay the 1 year, fees or 1 semester fees, register yourself, apply for visa, because we have seen in the past the trend. The sooner you apply, probably you will get the visa much sooner. So do not delay it. Already many students have wasted their time waiting for the right time to apply for visa, thinking today or tomorrow the campus will open. That's something which is not in under our control.
Right.
That
That's really helpful, actually, because right now, going with the COVID situation, everything, there's a lot of uncertainty as well. But reassuring students that if you are holding an offer of admission from Centennial College, first of all, you're a lucky one because there are so many. So just take the next steps. Don't put your future on hold. And I know, Bipin, we were talking about this offline as well. This question does come that students are talking if it's an unconditional offer or a conditional offer. So if they are holding an offer of admission from Centennial College, it is unconditional. All they need to do is pay the deposit and take the next step.
that's right.
Excellent. That's really helpful to know. Are there any words of advice for registration dates, for deadlines that they should be kind of looking out for?
I think, Shalin, would you answer the registration date deadline?
Sure. The registration dates for the new students is 21st of this month. So if you have received an offer letter, the registration date will be 21st. Students who have already completed 1 semester, that is the returning students, their registration dates will be 28th of July. Well, about the registration, students usually get this communication in their Centennial inbox. So make sure you have that ready. And the deadline for the registration is usually 1 week before the class start date. For September, most of the programs are starting on 7th of September. So make sure you register and upload all your documents and take the survey which you're asked to do.
Okay, that's really helpful to know.
Just to add on one more thing, Sakshi, is students will get a hold message like your registration is on hold once they register. This is not a stage for them to panic. It's just like our backend team will take 3 to 4 working days to validate what they have uploaded. And do not wait till 21st because our pre-registration have begun. So if you have the documents with you, whatever documents you have, just upload it now. The most important aspect is go and check your Centennial inbox because we have communicated all this to you. Do not miss out the opportunity. Do not wait for the last moment. And please do register. Pre-registration have already begun for you.
Right. Those are great reminders, right? Even for our students, for our recruitment partners, to ensure that if someone is holding an offer of admission, take the next steps. Right now is like the right time to do it. And if you miss out, then I also understand that your offer of admission gets revoked.
Yes.
So if you're not meeting those timelines, then it can get revoked. So just ensuring that you're taking those next steps is definitely essential. I lightly touched upon the fact that there's a lot of uncertainty around COVID-19. I think this might still be a question on some of the students and recruitment partners' minds. What is the expected mode of delivery at Centennial College for September 2021?
Okay. The expected mode of delivery. Centennial is all set to open up the campus the moment we get an approval from the Public Health Ministry. If I want to take you back to the IRCC or the COVID Readiness Plan DLI list, again, we were the pioneers. When the first list was announced, there were 3 institutes name which was announced that these institutes are ready with the COVID readiness plan, and Centennial was in the list.
Mm-hmm.
So from the beginning, we are ready with the COVID readiness plan. If tomorrow the Public Health Ministry says you are okay to open the campus for the students, we are all set. At the moment, we are also preparing, saying that what if the Public Health Ministry doesn't allow us to open the campus? Then we have most of our program delivered online for the September intake. Mm-hmm. That means there are program and the delivery mode, you can check it in our website for respective program. So suppose you are taking one intake, say one semester, online. And once you're able to travel to Canada, you can be in campus. Even if you're traveling now to Canada, because online program does not stop you from traveling to Canada. So even if the campuses are not open, being in Canada, you can study online. And whenever the campus resumes, you will be informed about it and you can shift. That's the kind of option we are giving it to most of the program. Having said that, I would also like to emphasize that we are also delivering the program which is completely online. Now, many people think online program is like a distance education. No, it's online program is equivalent to the any program which is in campus. Nowhere in the certification it will be mentioned that it's a distance education, it's an online program. It has the same global recognition just like any other off campus or in campus program. So students, in fact, many students who are looking to spend more time with the family or are unable to transit between the residence and the campus, online program is a great choice for them.
So then that's actually very interesting to know. So if the health ministry does allow, then the campus is set to open as of today.
Yes.
Even if a student plans to start online, they might still be eligible for the postgraduate work permit.
Yes.
Even if they start online in their home country or in Canada.
Yeah. So there are certain clauses, and these are very important clauses which one should be keeping in mind. According to the last update on post-study work permit for online program student, it says after applying for visa, it's not even necessary that you should have a visa. After applying for the visa, if you're studying the program online till 31st of December 2021, whatever tenure you spend studying online in your home country away from Canada, that can be considered for your post-study work permit. So that's what I said. Like, suppose say that students are unable to travel, but they have applied for visa, so they are not able to travel to Canada for a September intake. They can start the program, and once they get the visa, they can travel, and probably in the month of January they can start the program in Canada, the second semester, I meant.
Right. Then that's another reason for why, I mean, if that is a point of uncertainty, they can kind of consider even starting online right now.
Yes.
But
I
they
think many
don't-
students are already prepared, because I think the deadline given for student to apply for a visa for September intake, there was a deadline from the IRCC saying that you should apply before 15th of May. Only then you will get an option to get the visa response by 6th of August. So many students were saying that it's too early. I have applied for visa after May 15th. What happens to them? So if you have applied after 15th of May, you still have the acknowledgement. You can start the program online, and once you get the visa, your tenure will be considered for your post-study work permit.
Right, that's definitely very helpful information. We get a lot of questions around visa and postgraduate work permit from our recruitment partners and students as well. So thank you for sharing that. We are getting some questions in chat. We'll be happy to take those at the end of the session. Please feel free to drop more questions. As you know, we've got Bipin and Charlene from Centennial College talking to us today about students, giving advice to students who might be holding an offer of admission, and they will be happy to answer any of your questions. Going forward, I think some of the things, and also similar to what we're seeing in chat, some of the things that students also want to know when they're looking to join Centennial is what are some of the support functions that they can expect?
Wonderful question, because just academic is not what Centennial offers. So students say that, I will explain the journey till what stage they get a support. Student gets the offer letter, they create my Centennial account, they have the inbox. Then there is something called as Head Start. Now, many students will not know what to do after I get my offer letter. So Head Start is a thing which will explain to them what they have to do. Okay, Head Start will also help them with their pre-arrival issues, challenges, information. And after they arrive, till the first week of their classes, there is a Head Start team which will assist them. It includes travel support letter, travel guidelines in terms of accommodation issues if they want an airport pickup. All this assistance is given. That's one part. Student now comes into Canada, the quarantine plan, everything is approved. He follows the quarantine. Now he wants to know whom should I contact if I have any issues. It can be related to academic, it can be related to anything. So we align the moment student enrolls with us, we align a success advisor for each student. Now, who are these success advisor? I use the word for them as guardian angel. You know why? because students can reach out to them for any issues. Tomorrow, student says, you know what, I'm not finding comfortable in this accommodation. Can you suggest anywhere else? They are there. Student says in academic, I'm facing challenge with this particular subject. What should be my next step? They are there. Student says that, after my first year of completion of education program, I want to choose a second program. Whom I can ask this question. Success advisors are there for them. So please make use of the success advisor. They are like your guardian angel, and they are there to take you through the entire step of your career or your academic with Centennial. Having
Wow.
said, I will just add one more point. Having said that, these are some of the things. Now, some students, apart from the academic or the classes, they need additional support in terms of their academic. So we have a free tutor service. They can enroll for 4 weeks of free tutor per week, 4 hours per week for free tutors. That's one. Okay, all this is separate. There will be very important question from the student saying that after I complete my program or during my program for the co-op, do you have a placement team? Yes, we do have a placement team who will assist you for the co-op as well, the co-op cooperative studies as well. And after you finish your program, they can be connected with our placement team for the coming 5 years. So that's the kind of support we give. And our placement team has a great kind of industry connect. We are connected with 800 plus great companies across Canada, I can say.
Wow. As that's wonderful. Plus, even you have a location advantage.
Yeah.
So the place where Centennial College is located, it's kind of in the hub of the economic activity. I can,
Yes.
and you're providing that support from the time that the student receives an offer until the time they're actually placed and working, and supporting even with that visa. I think that's phenomenal, and that's definitely something that should push them to. If you're holding an offer of admission from Centennial, you should really consider taking the next step.
I think many students I have seen that they get into a job after 2 years. When they want to change the job, they can even come back to Centennial and check with the placement team, like, can I get a new job? So that's the kind of connect we have. Like when I say 5 years, that's the kind of support we give.
Wow. I was also reading somewhere, Vipin, that the job satisfaction at Centennial College is over 90%, which is amazing.
Yeah, and it's not only job satisfaction. We take survey on different aspects, whether it's faculty, whether it's the quality of campus, everything, and we are very proud to say that we stand above 90% in all the aspects in terms of student satisfaction survey.
Wow, that's really nice to know. In terms of last pieces of advice for a student who's holding an offer of admission and wants to start their program in Canada or online in September 2021, what would be that?
I will say do not wait. Okay, just if you have an offer letter within 2 weeks, pay the deposit. Do not wait. Do not worry about the mode of delivery, whether it's online, whether it's in campus. Remember, the quality of education is same. We have 24/7 helpline centers to help students with any challenges for the online program. Moreover, we are also very curious to welcome you to the campus, and we are ready with the COVID readiness plan. The moment campus opens, based on the seats availability, you will be moved into campus. So do not wait to pay your deposit, confirm your seat, because if you have got the offer letter, you are the luckiest one, and you are the one who are in the meritocracy list. So do not lose out this opportunity, I would say. And be safe. Keep an eye on the IRCC website for the updates, because whatever we are saying, it is also mentioned in the IRCC website, and it keeps changing. Like many student thinks that they cannot travel without the travel support letter, but IRCC website says travel support letter is not mandatory. So student will panic in the last moment saying, I don't have a travel support letter, how I can travel. So these are small things which you can learn when you keep an eye on your IRCC website.
Thank you for sharing that. Shailin, I think you wanted to add something here.
No, I was just going to say that, if even if your offer letter says it's an online program, that is not going to restrict you from traveling to Canada. You can still travel there. You can study online when you are there in Canada. So once the ban is revoked, you can certainly go ahead and travel, even though the campus is not open.
Right. That's definitely very, very helpful to know because, like I was saying, there's uncertainty and there's so many questions in an international student's mind. You're looking to come study, you don't know what's going to happen. So I think this conversation has been really very helpful. We have received some comments and questions on chat. I'm just going to take a few of them here and bring them on the screen for you all to answer. So Edward Okay, is asking how long does it take for one to obtain an acceptance letter from Centennial College? Great question.
Yeah, it's a tricky question, I would say. It depends on regions, and what happens is, from India we get like thousands of applications, so we have an internal process to organize those thousands of application, and that's why you might see that we have round basis of application acceptance process. That means we accept application for example, now the second round for India region have begun. It is between I think 5th of July till 14th of July we will accept all the application. Apart from India, you are free to send the application. So for apart from India, if you're sending an application, usually the turnaround time is 7 to 10 working days. But for India region, it might go from 15 to 20 working days to receive a response on your offer letter.
Okay, thank you for answering that. Right, like if you're applying with the Apply Board recruitment partner, we are working very closely with Centennial College. If you're applying from India or you're applying from rest of the world, we're working very closely and we're working very hard to ensure that you're receiving your offer of acceptance very quickly from Centennial College. Apply Board does have a great relationship with the Centennial College, so I think that's very helpful to know, Bipin. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
I know we've briefly touched upon this, but I'm just going to bring this question from Mr. Manoj about why should I study at Centennial College? What is your process of teaching methods and assurance for placement?
I think we already answered it. That we have the best faculty. We were the pioneers in establishing the college in Ontario provinces, and we have the best faculties. We take a survey from the students. That's where we get to know what are our loops and what are the learnings for us. And every year, whenever we take a survey, we are in all aspects we're 90% and above. That shows that more than 90% and more than 90% of the students are happy with what we are giving. 10% there might be chances that they have not taken a survey or we don't have the response. But for us, that 10%, what is that something we have lacked? That's where we concentrate, and we always strive and improving that percentage. So our focus on each and every student is something which you will look into. And I think there are a lot of alumni who have given their responses in our website also. You can refer to that. One more example I can quote is in March 2020, when pandemic was announced, the education was on hold for everyone. Centennial College is one of the pioneers who introduced online program, that to 23 online program within a span of 2 weeks. We invested $2 million to come up with the online program, and we were the pioneers to introduce that. So you can imagine the kind of focus we have on the students' education. Placement team, we have a great placement team. You can just check on the alumni also over that. They already explained that.
Excellent. That's really helpful to know, and yeah, I agree. Right, like I meet so many people who are doing so well from Centennial College, so that's definitely a great reassurance. Thank you so much for your time today, Bipin and Charlene. This has been excellent. We're trying to tell students who are holding an offer of admission from Centennial College or a Canadian institution to take the next step. And this information has been extremely helpful, very beneficial. Thank you so much for taking out the time and talking with us today.
Wonderful. Thanks, Sakshi. And
Thank
you are
you.
regarding the Apply Board team, the entire team.
Thank you, definitely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. That was another live session with the Apply Board. We were talking to Centennial College. We are doing a few more sessions this week and next week. Be sure to stay tuned in for getting information about how you should be taking the next step. What are the next steps you should be taking if you're holding an offer of admission? Thank you very much. Bye.